New Jersey's tough-talking governor, Christie, set to make a big announcement that is now just about 15 minutes away. That's a live shot at Livingston High School in Livingston, New Jersey, where they are packing the stands to hear from their local hero and graduate, three-time president of the class at Livingston High School. He will speak from there. Governor Christie would be entering a really crowded field, but his no-nonsense style is what first shot him into the national spotlight since taking office back in 2010. Here's a piece of it.
I stood here and very respectfully listened to you. If what you want to do is put on a show and giggle every time I talk, well, then I have no interest in answering your question. Did I say on topic? Are you stupid? On topic. On topic. Next question. Thank you all very much, and I'm sorry for the idiot over there. Get the hell off the beach in Asbury Park and get out. You're done. Let me tell you something. After you graduate from law school, you conduct yourself like that in the courtroom, your rear end's going to get thrown in jail, idiot. Medicaid has been expanded in this state, and I'm sorry that you favor Obamacare and I do not.
I'm sorry, it's just the way it goes.
Well, that's just a piece of it. Kevin Jackson is the executive director of the Black Sphere and author of Race Pimping. Leslie Marshall, syndicated radio talk show host and a Fox News contributor. Welcome to you both. And Christie set to join that big group. Good morning to you. Kevin, what do you think?
I love it. I think the left should be shaking in their baby seal leather boots about this guy. And it isn't an endorsement of his campaign, but it's an endorsement of his style. Martha, America is so ready for real talk. That's what we call it in the black community. You want real talk? Yeah. So that's real talk. And it isn't so much that Christie, I don't know what his chances are going to be necessarily. I'm not going to comment about that. But what I will tell you is he's going to make the other candidates stop with this nonsense political speak and really start doing something that's very different in politics, which is talking to the American people in a way that we want to hear it. And I think Hillary Clinton and the old white people's club over there on the left are going to be in for a shock as these guys continue to hone their messaging and all of this based on the guys like Christie making them come out of their shell. I was with Ben Carson and I asked him the other day, I said, Dr. Carson, what do you think about, people thinking of you as sort of a, weak candidate? And he says, Kevin, I internalize my strength. And I said, look, I agree with that. But I think what Christie's going to force people like Dr. Carson to do is bring that inner strength out.
Yeah, very interesting. Leslie, what do you think about it? Christie candidacy.
Well, first of all, Kevin, we on the left don't like to kill baby seals or wear leather, and we have far more African Americans in the Democratic Party than the Republicans do, and Chris Christie's white. At least that's what I'm saying. But all of that aside, I don't think this man is bringing anything new to the table except what we just saw, which is attitude, bad language, really shooting from the hip. And that could bode well for him in New Hampshire. I'm not sure it could do well on a national stage, and certainly he's not going to be able to hide and deny anymore Bridgegate or his low ratings as a governor, not just on a national level.
It was fully investigated, Leslie, and there were no charges brought against the governor for Bridgegate.
That's all. Martha,
Leslie, you just said true.
It is perception, not reality in politics. It is perception, not reality in politics. And the reality is he doesn't do
the same for Hillary Clinton, right?
As governor.
Yeah.
No, Martha, you just touched on it. Hillary Clinton is perception over reality because the reality is she should be in jail and they shouldn't even be thinking about her as a candidate. But, look, if you want to look, as I said, Christie as a candidate, you want to bring up Bridgegate, you want to bring up all those other things, fine. The real issue about Christie entering is the same with Trump. You're going to get people that are going to talk to the American people the way we want to be talked to and not lied to like the left has done, where Barack Obama and all the other leftists
He's betting that that's going to help him in New Hampshire. Let's take a look. This is a Real Clear Politics average for New Hampshire because you have to go step by step if you want to win this nomination. And for Chris Christie, who's about to spend 5 days on the ground in New Hampshire, he's hoping he's going to move up in the numbers that you're seeing in front of you. Jeb Bush at the top at 15, Scott Walker, Donald Trump, Rand Paul, Marco Rubio, Chris Christie at 5.6. He's got to change that dynamic dramatically in New Hampshire if he wants to make his mark in this thing, right, Kevin?
I don't think so, Martha. I think we have so many candidates that it's being watered down. Yes, that's going to be, it will be a bellwether to some degree, but I think that we've looked at, we've got this enormous field. Now, Hillary Clinton, she better show well in New Hampshire because there's only a couple of people in the race against her. But these guys, I think if anybody that's in 7%, maybe he's got to move up a couple of points and to be considered more seriously. But I think when he starts putting his rhetoric to work, I think a lot of people are going to start following him.
I think people are going to have to sort of shock the system of this huge group, Leslie. Just speaking purely politically now in terms of getting yourself on the map, he's got to be first or second, or possibly third because it's a big group in New Hampshire, don't you think?
Oh, I agree with you, and I would agree with Kevin there. I mean, he's going to get a bump, not just from the announcement. He's also going to get a bump, I believe, in New Hampshire of all states. And when you look at the type of voting and the polling in the past with regard to candidates from that state, but at the end of the day, with this many people, you have to be number 1, 2, or 3. I don't think he's going to get there. He's not saying anything new. He has changed his stance on education and immigration, has come more to the right, specifically with Common Core.
I agree.
And abortion, and more conservative than a moderate. But I think some Republicans still view him as too moderate, and some people like his style, but some people find it too Jersey for them.
I'm sorry, is that an insult to be too Jersey? I'm from New Jersey. Is that a
No,
bad thing?
not at all. My mom grew up in Fort Lee, and I used to live in Fort Lee.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. Okay, Leslie, thank you. Kevin, thank you. We'll see you next time.